What do you know about 16 Days of Activism and what does it mean to you?
It means the Warnambool community and our school able to focus on issues of gender equity and particularly violence against women.
Well, I know it's about gender-based violence, and I suppose to me it means that it's giving women who have been silenced for too long an opportunity to stand up and tell the world that violence against women is not okay.
It means that we're getting closer to gender equality and eliminating discriminative behaviours that allow the violence to happen.
What woman has influenced you the most in your life?
My mum and also my sister Maddie.
My nan and my mum, my sisters and my aunties.
The amazing woman that I met in my early 20s that has since become my wife.
Frida Kahlo. She has overcome adversity.
I find it really hard to go past my mum and my sisters. And I look at women like Marie Curie, who's a significant scientist, people like Catherine Switzer, who was the first female to run the Boston Marathon.
I would probably say my mum.
Pretty easy one for me, with my mother.
We have a saying, don't settle for the burnt chop. And that literally just means like if you think you're getting anything less than you deserve as a person, that you just need to walk away from that.
When my parents separated, she didn't have a job, she didn't have a car, she didn't own a house, and she was very, very strong and determined and a very good moral compass.
List 5 strengths that make you you.
Creative, optimistic, enthusiastic, friendly and determined.
Dedication and passion is probably a major strength that keeps me driven and keeps me achieving the goals that I've achieved throughout my life. The opportunity to be able to have a laugh and look at the funny side of life a little bit is also a pretty big strength that makes me who I am.
My passion and how outgoing and approachable I guess I am.
If you could go back, what would you say to your 15-year-old self? I would probably tell them to keep making the most of all the opportunities that are made available to them in their life, because you don't want to look back and ever have regrets.
I would tell my 15-year-old self that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing and you'll get there in your own time, and don't force yourself to grow up. And your mum is usually always right, so listen to her more.
What is the biggest challenge you have overcome in your life?
I had a burst brain aneurysm and it enabled me to look at the world differently ever since.
I struggled with really severe migraines to a point where I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do.
Bullying was a really big challenge. I ended up moving schools from it. Now I notice that I'm more like aware of when people are being bullied, and like if I see people being treated like any lower than they should be, that you stand up for them and like you point that out, because bullying's not okay.
The biggest thing was moving from a small town to Warnambool and moving to a different school.
What personal achievement are you most proud of?
Ducks last year and some hockey achievements.
Completing Year 12 and completing university and achieving the goals, my career goals that I have, are massive achievements.
What makes you proud to be a woman?
I'm very proud of myself, but I don't necessarily think it's the gender that makes me proud of myself.
I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to collaborate with a lot of creative women. They believe that they can make a difference to the lives of young people.
We're fighters. When we want something and when we need to achieve something, like we all can come together and put our differences aside and really work towards a main goal. And yeah, it's just really empowering to be a woman.
What character strengths make a positive role model?
The 2 biggest character strengths are integrity, to stand by your moral principles. I also think compassion, having the ability to look at other people's perspectives and make life easier for everyone.
Vulnerability, has integrity, is honest and is constantly looking to understand the other.
I think that it starts with respect, regardless of gender, creed, colour, regardless of the size of their wallet, regardless of their socio-economic background.
Who is a woman in the Warnambool College community that inspires you?
Alex Mawson, she's volunteering with her and her husband in Tanzania. Really, you can just see great character shining through.
Every woman in this school community inspires me. The way in which women particularly are able to balance all the responsibilities that they so willingly take on is an inspiration to me.